Hello and welcome to Irish Football Fan TV. This is the Airtricity League show that we hope to bring to you week by week. Today we have Darryl Geraghty and David Doyle on with us for the show today. Anyway, we'll get cracking on it. So
yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming on, boys. Basically, we've been getting a lot of requests to start filming for the League of Ireland. So, who do you follow yourself, Darryl?
I'm a Bows man myself.
A Bows man.
And I'm
and David?
Rovers.
Okay.
So a lot of tension in the room.
Help me out. Okay. Well, anyway, since we're only new and stuff like that, so we're kind of trying to appeal to different audience and stuff like that, and appeal to all sorts of Irish fans across the whole of Ireland, and even the ones that are abroad, maybe Australia or Canada or anything like that, they can't keep up to date with games. So anyway, we'll start off with the first lot of games. I think everybody's played each other now, have they?
Yeah, first round was done as of last week.
Oh, okay. So what have we learned from the game so far?
The big thing for me is Cork City just racing out the title. It's probably not the best in terms of fans and keeping a title race going. Obviously they're romping it now, but I'd like to see them slip up just to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
But the football they're playing is really good. I think they're going to struggle to keep hold of the main man, Sean Maguire.
Okay.
But yeah, for me they're just streets ahead of everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah,
Davey, yourself?
to throw in Cork obviously is the big talking point of the league so far, and you can see that they've really learned from the last couple of years of just being the runners up constantly to a great Dundalk side. But now we see that Dundalk have kind of reshuffled themselves, and we can see that they've actually lost a lot of their the backbone of the team. So
from last year,
from their European run. So you can see that they've really kind of lost form as well, because they're re-gelling. Whereas Cork have been building they rebuilt the squad 18 months ago, got rid of a lot of players and brought in a good few as well. And you can see that that's now beginning to come up.
Yeah, and you're obviously going to struggle when you lose the likes of Darryl Horgan and stuff like that. I mean, he was running amok in Europe. I mean, I was watching that from abroad, and when I was actually in Canada, and it was nice to see some sort of coverage for the League of Ireland. I mean, I Canadian fellas come up and talking to me, saying, "Oh, look, Dundalk, who were they?" And all. I was like, "Oh yeah, they're doing well for themselves." Like when I was back at home, they went up to much, but it was great to see. As far as like Horgan going over to England and stuff like that, are you happy about that?
I'm happy in the sense
the age of him, kind of.
I'm happy in the sense of that he's gone over and he's not ripping defences apart, especially at Rovers, because he was a real handful. He was always had a say in a game, and I'd even say to the extent Boyle as well, who also went to Preston. Yeah. He was a solid centre back, and it's in a way a relief as a Rovers fan, but also it's really good to see young Irish players from the league going over and playing their trade in England.
And it's kind of frustrating then, I would say too, with seeing Richie Towell going over and going to Brighton, and then seeing him he doesn't seem to be really getting a look at. I know they're promoted now, and maybe he has a good pre-season.
Yeah, he struggled to make his mark, but when he got the chance, speaking to Brighton fans, they seem to be impressed with him. It's just getting him into the side when there's so much pressure on promotion and they're so close all the way through the season, basically. So he's a talent, but he definitely deserves a bit more game time, I think. Maybe a loan deal to the Championship next season will maybe suit him just to get him some game time in England.
Just looking at the example there as well, you look at players like Enda Stevens who went to Villa and were just really unlucky in managerial changes, were sent out on loan, and look at him now, he's in the, I think it was the overall league team of the year.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's called his level was ridiculous growing up. He's on a different level.
And as far as anybody else in the league, has anybody else in the league caught your eye? Like, is anyone kind of pushing to get near Cork?
I'd have to give a shout to
asking more kind of as a neutral.
Maybe Bray Wanderers would be
yeah.
the big thing down. A fantastic run recently. Got some good players in. And I think it just goes to show how the league is building this season. The attendances are up. the fact that the Bray game last week had to be delayed because so many fans wanted to come into the ground.
That's great.
Which is a great sign for the league, I thought, and the fact that there's good football on show.
And
helps as well.
Do you think that might have been helped due to the fact of Dundalk doing so well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the promotion the league got, and having League of Ireland players basically within touching distance of the international squad, I think it gave the league in Ireland just a rejuvenation to say, look, the standard is good. Like, if you go out and have a look, you'll see for yourself that these players actually are very talented. So yeah, I think that's a massive part of it because attendance are up across the board this season as well. So
okay, well, so say if I was a foreign fan who lived in Ireland, what would you say to me if I was to say, like, I want to go and join, or I want to go and watch a League of Ireland team? What would you say to them to attract them to your club, kind of?
Yeah, for a foreign fan especially, I feel that you have to bring them to a specific type of game. So
like a derby.
A prime example would be the derby between Bows and Rovers, because that can really, the atmosphere is so tense, and like while there's a lot of hatred there's a lot of just singing and colour involved in both sets of fans. So
atmosphere.
Atmosphere is big, massive, and that'd be an ideal game to go. But the biggest selling point for me when I talk to people who wouldn't have the same interest in League of Ireland would be just the fact of watching live football. You know, you're going to the stadium, you're walking through, you're seeing a bit of a crowd, you're seeing football on show, the smell of the chipper, hot dogs.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get that from watching football on TV.
Yeah.
So like, people can watch any football from around the world at any time they want, basically. So I think the fact of just coming back, taking a step back and going to a live game, that's my big selling point to people when they talk to me about it. So there'll be that, as well as obviously the big derbies, the big crowds and atmosphere.
Yeah, the atmosphere in general at some of the other big games as well. Like, if you were to go to, let's say, Dundalk and Cork, which isn't a derby, but it's a rivalry in the sense of the two of them are playing the best football in donkey's years in Ireland.
There's just one thing I want to ask you. Is the fact that they play on a Friday night, do you think like that is a burden for people? Because a lot of people like to finish work at like a 5 or 6 on a Friday night, and they want to go out with their workmates. Say they just got paid on a Friday and they want to go out and have a few pints, and they're like, I'm dressed up in my suit, or I'm dressed up in my shirt and jeans or whatever, and they want to go and just drink there instead of going to the game. But like, is there any way, or has there been any talk of like moving the day to make, like, I remember going when I was a kid to Shelbourne games to Talk Back on a Sunday, like.
Yeah, there has been some rumours of maybe Saturday football, but on the flip side, I can kind of see where the clubs come from, because after work on a Friday, they have their bars open early, pretty much straight from time people finish work, so you can go there.
But I don't think that gets a lot of cover. I don't think a lot of people know that. Like, I didn't know that till right now.
Yeah.
There's also the thing of like, you try and move, like, certain teams do play on Saturday nights, so if you were playing Sligo away, you're there on a Saturday night, which is good for away fans as well, because you'll get a lot of away fans coming, especially the Dublin clubs, coming straight down from Sligo on the Saturday, might spend the day down there. Yeah. But also I could see clubs could also look at the point of Saturday football could be competing against the English football, and you'll have a lack of interest there. So you could see crowds dwindle in that regard. I
think a Sunday evening would be a perfect time to play. Yeah, it would suit kind of everybody, because a lot of, like, families would go out on a Sunday, and then they generally get home 4 or 5 from what they do during the day out. Most people are out on a Saturday night. That hangover is usually recovered at 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. Get out and go to a game like that. I just think that would be a perfect day.
Well, your argument to that would be during the summer, with the summer league, especially the GAA. The Dubs and even other counties, you'll have that to contend.
What other day would you think?
No, I don't think there's really.
I just think Friday is the bad day to have it, and it's just hard in that sense for fans as well. Like, I can see it from both sides. Like, I tried to get to a lot of games because I've been out of work, but now I'm going to be working most Fridays, so I probably won't get a chance to go to games. But I'll try my best. As far as, like, I was at Rovers Sligo a couple of weeks ago. It was 1-0. Sligo were down 10 men at half time. I mean, I thought that was a good game, and it was €15 ticket. I was happy enough with it. Game of ball, got me out, and I don't support either club. I just went as a neutral just to see it. Everyone was quite welcoming, and that's the thing. I think a lot of people think that it's really intimidating and Rovers bows, this hooliganism thing. I don't really think there is that as much as there used to be. But
No.
It depends now on certain
and Pats
sides
as well.
on certain sides of that kind of divide. You do see that, but generally it has gone down since the mid 2000s when it was at its peak.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It has
With
gone
Shells.
down. With Shells, especially with Shells with their relegation, unfortunately.
Because I used to go to games. I was a season ticket holder for 4 years with Shells. My granddad and dad used to bring me, and but back then I could go because I was a kid. Friday nights weren't really anything to me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I covered Shells a couple of weeks ago, and despite the first division status, like they got a good crowd, close to 500 for home Friday game against UCD at home. There's still a bit of an atmosphere there. You could see there was still a bit of passion there left. So, like I know Friday nights, even the Premier League brought games forward to Friday night now. Spanish football is Friday night games, so I don't think there's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
That'll suit everyone, but I do see we're going with the Sunday afternoon game.
I'm just kind of
Especially
trying
over
to
the
see it
summer
from
would be-
both sides. I'm not,
Sunday afternoon game would be something to look at. Yeah,
It'd be something to look at definitely early on in the season. Anyway,
yeah,
I feel during the summer months though. It can
League
be-
of Ireland, are you listening?
yeah. Get involved.
All right.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Perfect.
So moving on anyway. As far as down towards the bottom of the league, who's struggling?
Galway to start off with. They've started off really badly.
Yeah, pretty much everyone from fourth down is class, I'd say, in the relegation battle. Because I think fourth, Limerick with 16 points, as far as I remember, and 8 points is at the bottom. So you stick a 2 or 3 game winning one together, then like you find yourself challenging near the top. So and the added aspect of 3 teams going down this year, there's a sort of you almost feel the tension at the games where every point matters so much because it's such a close gap. The Bohs Finn Harps game especially, so early on in the league, last game in the first round basically, and you could see that some people were talking as a must win already so far early in the season, and you got that sense of the players on the pitch as well. At every point is really a lot of pressure on. So, I think that's made the league more exciting. I think from a viewing perspective as well.
Just from the Rover side of it as well, like we're in amongst that as well. And the game on Friday against Limerick, you could just sense that if we had won the game, we were 6 points behind Dundalk and in a good position. The fact that we drew the game threw us back down to a bit of trouble. We're not in mad trouble yet, but we're in that kind of, right, we're down there, we need to fight to get out. So it's going to be a dog fight now for the next few months anyway, especially with the 3 teams going down. Makes that bit more difficult for teams.
All right. Is there anyone you think that is it definite to go down, a bit like Sunderland in the Premiership?
I'd say Sligo. Sligo have really gone through a bit of a transition with managers, especially. They've lost 3 in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Looking around, Bohs are one of the favourites to go down. I think they're joint third favourites to go down at the start. I think they might have enough with their 2 strikers when they get them back, Akinade and Corcoran. They struggled without them, but they just seem to have enough to pick up points here and there. So I think they might be okay. Drogheda can be hit and miss. It's so close. Even St. Pat's, second from bottom, you expect them to come good. Their front 3 is excellent as well. So.
And Galway have started to put together a rub, like they beat Dundalk last weekend. They're starting to put together a few performances that are worth talking about. So even them at the bottom with 8 points, they still can move up. They can still make a challenge and cause a bit of an upset there. Like
that result last week blew the whole bottom of the league wide open. So. I mean,
And as far as like Pats, like you would want to see them go down because you don't want to lose the derby, obviously.
Yeah, no, definitely. They're obviously one of the bigger clubs, but just everything, they're so evenly matched, I think, as well, is the good thing. Besides Cork run away. Dundalk maybe not as strong, but Brave they're strong enough. But other than that, like everyone is kind of on even keel this season. So I mean, from a neutral perspective, again, it's a great watch. You can feel the tension in the grounds, whereas in previous seasons you kind of assume your team will be alright, strong enough to stay in the league. So I mean, it's going to be close, and you could tell the pressure seriously on. We've already had a few managerial changes already in the fourth round, which doesn't happen too often either. So it's good.
As far as Brave's concerned, I just wanted to say that I was actually at the Celtic Legends game the other day, and they did a charity game for Darryl Doyle, and it was phenomenal. Like I've never seen the Carlisle packed out, but the show they put on was brilliant, and they had the likes of Henrik Larsson, Stilian Petrov and all playing. It was great. You know, it was just great to see everyone kind of getting there, and everyone was like Irish fans just going to the game and singing and enjoying themselves. I would like to see that more on a weekly basis, kind of, you know, or hearing about it even.
I agree, and the tendencies have been up across the board from what I've seen so far and speaking with the league, so that's a good sign. I still think there's a lot more to do. Some good points that clubs are doing at the moment, like bringing the younger teams on the pitch at half time, like that's brilliant, getting the next generation involved. But going one step further, speaking to other journalists, you kind of want to see the idea of bringing back maybe a club representative or two. I know they were getting a grant before from the league, or different sponsors that actually take a player or to go to a school, set up training camps, this kind of thing. But that kind of fell with the wayside. Obviously, money is a big problem, but that would be another thing I'd like to see brought back as well.
As far as yourself, how often would you go to a game?
As a fan,
yeah,
most weeks I go to the Bows games. But lucky enough to be in the position to cover them for both the league and different websites, and sometimes the Bows website as well. So being lucky in that sense, and basically going to
something
Bows.
You love doing,
that's it. Yeah, going anyway. So as well.
And Davey, how often would you go, man?
Well, this year I've been a bit off with the whole final year of college, kind of getting everything sorted. But over the years,
I'm pretty sure I seen you there that time at the Rover Sligo game.
No, I've been on like going. Jesus, there was a couple of seasons where I didn't miss away games or anything. So I'm hoping to get back on that board, and I'm hoping to get Europe away in this year as well. So
I'd often see you ranting on Facebook about Rover. Well, anyway, since we're on the topic of you two guys, we might as well cover the derby now in a few weeks.
Yeah, the big one coming up. I think I'm not convinced by Rover's form. Very hit and miss. And I think if speaking to Boz Gaffer Keelan the other day about Corkin coming back, was his due date back from injury was last
Who's
Friday.
this, sorry?
Denny Corcoran. So he's back from injury last week, but still feeling niggle. And I think the way Boz set up, it's an integral part of their gameplay that they have that big number 9. I think if they get one of the strikers back at home, the home crowd under the lights, I think they might have enough just to nick it maybe 2-1, I'd say. That's what I'm going to go for on my prediction. What do you think?
It's the derby. It's all. It depends on the day, who turns up, and you can have your Corcorans or Akinades or your Boyds or any of them. They have to turn up on the day. It's a once off. I can't. A lot of pressure going on both sides. I could see Rovers nicking it 1-0. It's always a close game as well. Apart from that, this time last year when the whole 4-0 thing, but I like bringing that up.
Still so.
Okay, well, prediction.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Boss.
Prediction
1-0 Rovers.
Okay. Well, if any of you guys would like to come on the show and talk about your League of Ireland show, or just come on and share your views about the League of Ireland, let us know. Thank you guys for watching Irish Football Fan TV. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and if you want to share your opinions in the comments below, feel free. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.